It is Tuesday, October 26th. It's Mama's birthday. Happy birthday, Mama. She doesn't watch. She turns 88 today. I will be calling her later. I put that on my list so I could cross it off. I am not, this is not a podcast. This is a vlog, but I got up late and it's raining. So Dennis is up and about, so he's downstairs. So I came up here to do my vlog. These are my earrings I found recently. Aren't they fun? I love the geometric sort of mixed metals. We will see if it's a problem with my sweater. I'm wearing my super bulky grandpa sweater. That comes up high because of the collar. So we'll see if those little stabby parts turn out to be a problem. But I'm wearing a t-shirt and my leggings because it's physical therapy day. Mondays and Thursdays, so. But I need a sweater. It's going to be warmer today. It was in less than 50 yesterday, but today it's going to be in the low 60s, so balmy. But I did have a fire last night, and I had my crafting with Christy evening. I worked on my boxy for Janine. And chatted. And Christy gave me info about my iron. It uses tap water. I put distilled water in it, but it uses tap water, and you're supposed to empty it every time you use it. So I hadn't done that. So I had to iron my t-shirt because, of course, I rolled it up in a ball and it was all wrinkly, and I have a new iron. So then I emptied it. But someone asked to see it. Maybe I'll just go show it to you. Since I'm upstairs, I can just I was going to bring it in here, but I can just take the phone over there and show you the iron. And then I'll do that. To take advantage of being on location, here's my guest room. This is the lid to the iron, and it just fits right over there like that and clips. So then you can carry it. It's got a nice handle. And it's sitting on the end of my board, and it plugs in right down there behind that skirt. And when you plug it in, then you hit set, and it goes up to what temperature you want. It has a gizmo here that decides shows whether you want steam or not. And then if you want to do a puff of steam or a puff spray of water, oops, good, I had a little bit of water left in it. Now, to tell you the truth, I don't know what that little button, oh, that's where the water sprays out from, duh. But you can see the shape of the iron. It has two pointy ends, which means that you cannot sit the iron up. And hold on. I'm not very good with this on location stuff. So you can't set the iron up. So every time you put it down, you either have to set it down hot like that, which you don't want to do, or you have to put it back in its charger place. So Christy says I don't have to, like I had it on all night, kind of like I was charging it. She says you don't have to do that. And I was wondering, if you're ironing a big thing and you get it hot and then you take it off its juice and you iron, and it irons so smooth, let me tell you. So smooth. And if you iron for a long time, then what happens? I mean, how long, I wonder, can you iron before it runs out of juice and you've got to recharge it for a minute? I don't know. But the lights light up and blinky, and when they stop blinking, then you know you're ready to iron. So far so good with iron. So this is a Panasonic NI-WL600, in case you're interested. Presumably you fast forwarded through that if you weren't interested in the iron. So anyway, a few things to do up here. Finish getting my mail organized, and maybe out today or at least tomorrow. On Wednesday, Dennis and I and the dogs are all going up to my parents' house. So it is possible that I don't do a vlog on Wednesday because we will have to leave early-ish. And my dad last year at this time, in fact, a little earlier than this, I mean, they moved into their assisted living place, personal care home, last year in September. And oh my God, I'm so glad that they did. Between my dad's health issues and COVID, this is a brand new place. Harmony, where they are in State College, is a brand new place, and it's only a third full. Not even a third full, I don't think. So I felt like having fewer people there was great because it helped them manage and keep people apart, and so, and they're part of a chain essentially, and so they had already had they have full facilities in other parts of the state and country, and so they had to come up with protocols really quickly. And then the fact that where my parents are is so empty made me feel much safer. And the parents, my dad had a little something going on. They got COVID tested. He got a bunch of stuff. He's fine. And they don't have COVID, so. So that's all good. So anyway, assuming it's okay with my parents, Dennis and I are going to take the dogs for a road trip for the day and go up to visit them, and then sign our old car over to my brother. Last year, after they moved to Harmony, my dad decided that he was a menace on the road and got rid of the car, and he gave it to me. And actually the trip where I got the car, I had to drive, and I've talked about this on a podcast, I had to drive our old car, which is a dog car, which is 20 years old, up to State College because our main car broke 2 miles from home while I was heading out to visit my parents. And so I left our old car up at the farm and drove Daddy's car home with me because we were leaving like the next day to go to the Outer Banks for our annual holiday, and our main car was in the shop for a week. So we drove Daddy's car and have had it ever since. But that means that our old car has been up at the farm all this time with my brother, and they've been using it, and they're glad to have it, and they in fact want it. But we have, because COVID, because procrastination and then COVID, we haven't been able to get up there to transfer the title to them, and now is the time to do that. So Dennis and I are both going. We can get our signatures notarized and transfer the title to my brother, and that car will be his and in his name, and everything will be taken care of. So we're going to do that on Wednesday. That's the current plan. Assuming that the parents are receiving on Wednesday, they're still outside, and you're only allowed to see them outside. And I called to see if they had an indoor protocol, and they said they're working on one, but they don't have one. They're still outside on the patio. So Wednesday's the nicest day in State College in the next few days to do that. So we're going to go up Wednesday and hope we can sit for a while on the patio. See my parents take care of the car. They haven't seen Dennis in quite some time. So last year around Thanksgiving, I think, was the last time they saw Dennis. So maybe Christmas. I'm not remembering what we did for Christmas, but it'll be a while. So anyway, that's the current plan. But tonight we're going over to Aura & Garland's to see them. Dennis is going to help Vicky try to set up a Wi-Fi extender because the Wi-Fi doesn't work in the back of the house, in the back bedrooms. And I'm going to cut Aura's hair because it's time for a new haircut. So that's the plan for tonight. Whether we take the dogs or not, I'm not sure. They were really good. We took them on Friday. We were there on Friday. And they were really good. So we might take them again. We shall see. So those are the current plans. I'm feeling discombobulated a little bit. It's really quite late. It's almost noon. Yesterday was one of those days where I felt like I was just marking time, and you know, I was on my phone too much and didn't get anything done. I didn't do any crafting. Well, I did. Oh, I read a book. I read a book. Finally, I just read a book in my library, from the library, called Shatter Me, which was good. It's another dystopian young adult, you know, novel. Christie's Rich is in an MFA program for creative writing, and I mentioned he could hear us on our crafting night meeting last night, and I mentioned that I think they're called young adults if the protagonists are young adults, if they're like 17, because it's, you know, it's not necessarily the subject matter, you know. So he agreed with that. He thought that was very valid, although he said he thought that there may be less sex in the books. Well, these books don't have any sex, so. That I, the last couple that I read, Shatter Me, you know, has a little bit of a scene, not much. I enjoyed it, and I got the second book on hold. It'll be in a couple weeks. So I have a couple of series where the second books are coming eventually. And I have a hold on another series by the same guy who wrote Scythe. The first book should be coming in a couple weeks, and so I put the second book on hold so that I don't have to wait quite so long for it. Trying to be a little more proactive. So that's what I did yesterday. I did read a book. And then, but I felt, you know, like one of those days. So, anyway, so that was yesterday. My neck is feeling better. It still hurts a little bit, but it's much better than it was. I took a hot shower today, and that felt really good on it. And Dennis kept telling me, put your shawl on your neck. Put your shawl on your neck. Keep it warm. And I had a fire, and that was nice. So I kept my neck warm yesterday, and it's feeling better, but I can still tell that I have a crook in my neck. Oh, well. So anyway, that's it for me. My plan today is to get my mailings organized, work on my mailings, and go to physical therapy and go over to the in-laws. And I'm not going to get anything else done. You know, if I get a little knitting done, that'll be good. I am having a very severe outbreak of eczema on my hands. It seems, I thought it was getting better, but I'm looking at it today and it's way not. My body is detoxing from all the carbs I ate. My ketones are going back up, so I know I'm on the right path. So I'm not sure why my hand's all broken out now, but we shall see. I put some medicine on it. I haven't really been putting medicine on it. I'm going to put some medicine on it and put some gloves on and see if I can do something with that. Maybe it will help. It's not keeping me from doing things I want to do at the moment, but it has potential, so that's too bad. But I do have gloves and medicine, so we'll see if I can help it. So I'll try that. Meanwhile, I hope you are well. I hope you are coping. And happy birthday to my mother. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. And maybe I'll have a better day today. I slept a little bit, not great, but a little bit. And but it's a dreary, rainy day, so I don't even know if the dogs are going to get a walk. If they don't get a walk, then we can't take them over to Warren', because they'll be rammy. So hopefully the rain will break and we can take them out, because that would be good for them and for me. So anyway, I'm off. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay sane.